It's about time we got to talk about some Genshin Impact nonsense because, yeah, they kind of slapped with that 5.0 whole trailer and nonsense of Natland. But even before I even say that, because Gamescom was apparently today, and honestly, I kind of forgot, but I did watch the whole ass thing, and there was a few stuff in there, right? Yeah, like, some nice Terry gameplay for Street Fighter, which is nice as hell to see, honestly. I ain't gonna necessarily hold you. And then also Mai coming to Wolf or Goro or Garo or how the hell you pronounce the name doesn't matter. She thick as hell, but when it comes down to it though, that's about it though. That's really the main thing I would say that matter outside of maybe like a few other things. But still nonetheless, the only other thing from Gamescom that is actually worth mentioning is obviously, as you probably know by now, Genshin is coming to Xbox, which is not what I was expecting. I was not expecting Genshin to come to Xbox, and I believe it's coming around in November timeframe. So that's huge ass news. That is a pretty huge ass news. So not only are we getting dropped the whole ass new nation in only a matter of days, but we also getting to see in a matter of months it coming to a whole nother platform. Now hopefully, if it does come to a platform, this will give everybody something to kind of look forward to when it comes down to just global players in general. Plus, it'll be also nice to have, something extra special come with the Xbox package. Hopefully it's not a trash ass character like Aloy, but hopefully it's something, a bit different when it comes down to it, but you never really know. Genshin can kind of be weird when it comes to, and well, it's not even Genshin, it's really just the companies I want to add in weird shit to their game, which it is what it is. But still, nonetheless, besides Genshin coming to Xbox, which is a genuine ass surprise, let's talk about the other stuff that happened recently when it comes to the whole Natland introduction of what the hell we're about to see. Some time ago when we were seeing Natland kind of getting teased around, I'm not gonna lie, as I said before, I wasn't really interested because it just didn't seem like anything that's super interesting. The characters didn't really pop off in an interesting way. To be real with you, I wasn't even sure on just the environment itself. Like, yeah, new region, gonna be probably a bigger map than we ever probably seen before maybe, but it wasn't anything that was super like interesting to me because of just how the characters kind of look. I was like, damn, the Archon look like they don't fit in this world, and they still don't fit in this world looking like that. Also, they had, other characters that just doesn't really surprise me with their design, honestly, so that's a whole nother thing, and just a bunch of stuff like that. Now, after watching the whole live stream that I had not too long ago, I'm pretty much like, yeah, I'm ready to see what the hell happens now. Mainly with just the environment and the whole Night Kingdom too, because that's also like a thing that they're trying to do with stats, I guess, in their country. Much less the whole thing with them fighting the Abyss for so many years in such long period of time. And then also, if you really played the summer event that's still up by this point, you would also know some hints and teasing as to what probably is going to happen to Natland too. Like, for example, the flame that protects them in the whole country. If you play, again, the summer event, it gives you a hint. So most likely that whole flame that's protecting Natland from the Abyss, most likely that's going to go away. So that's just at least my prediction and my guess when it comes down to it. But outside of that, I don't really have that many guesses and predictions of how things could potentially go. But regardless, I'm still very excited to see what the hell the story goes to, which is obviously the main reason why I even play and keep up with this damn game. The second thing, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very much looking forward to Mulaney and Kaniche. Mainly because, one, Kaniche just feels like Kingdom Hearts 3. Honestly, he just looks like Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, just kind of doing all the sliding and shit and having a fake ass shock lock system. Like, he looks like he out here trying to be a fake ass Sora, so I see how it is. Also, he kind of has one of the better male designs in the game. Just gonna throw that out there as well. And then Mulaney, because I mean, she looked mad good. Also, she just feels like Yoimiya but water, so that's always a good ass time because Yoimiya is a great character, and I'm expecting Mulaney to be basically on the same damn boat. And then also with that, you get a free Kachina as well, so that's something else to look forward to. So again, they cooking with a lot of this stuff when it comes down to 5.0 and how things are going to go. Also, now that I think about it, Mabuika uses a Claymore and she's the Pyro Archon, right? So when it comes down to it, to be actually honest with you, what the hell is the Saritsa gonna have? I don't know, because we kind of use all the styles, but I guess we'll get to that point when we get to it. Also, one of the main things that obviously has happened when it came out to 5.0 is very simply, and by far the most big thing talked about, is the rewards that we're getting for, this whole thing. And when it comes down to it, there's a lot. Obviously, we're getting our usual stuff like the login event, and you just getting the whole 10 pull wishes from that. And that's nice. But they said, nah, we're going to make sure we cooked and make sure your ass is not hunting us down anymore anytime soon when it comes down to our decisions of the anniversary stuff. So when it comes down to it, I got y'all and hold my beer. Genshin could never who? Genshin could never these nuts. That's literally kind of what they said, because it was like, alright, here we go. We're going to give you a whole nother set of primo gems. So basically you're getting, 20 pulls in total so far. But then we're also going to give you a nice little 5% buff into your whole wishing for a character thing. So you get that guarantee, just a slight bit more on a 50-50 now. Then you're also getting one fate point just taken down from the weapon banner. So now you got a 50-50, you lose that shit, guess what? You're basically getting it on the next one, essentially. So that's also a nice thing. Then you're also going to be receiving a free 5-star character on every anniversary from this point forward. So that's also like a huge, crazy ass, and just honestly unexpected ass change, which this makes me think that it was something that they wanted to do for a while. But the only reason why they probably haven't done so is very simply put that it takes time to kind of walk things through with certain ideas. It kind of reminds me of how, free Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was like a whole trending thing, right? And then at the very end of it, it was just like, yeah, we gonna make this whole movement, everything's gonna be fine with this, we're gonna try to talk about this stuff all the time and all that. But at the very end of it, and that's why it took just until literally just a month ago, or like 2 months ago, where we got, MVC 2 collection and all that type of stuff coming through. So, it takes time to make these decisions. So I'm not super shocked that it took this long for stuff to kind of change up, because we got to think about it from a business standpoint. How is this going to help our company? How is this going to help the game itself? And, is it going to hurt us financially wise when it comes to putting this idea out there for the games and such? But overall, man, I would definitely say I'm excited for Natlan, mainly due to the fact because I just want to see what the hell the story is going to end up going to. And also at the very same time, I do kind of just want to see how everything plays out in the very end of the 4.3 or 5.3, I should say, when we get to that point, because obviously this is literally the second to last nation in the main cycle of nations before we get to Conria and stuff like that. So obviously I'm very much curious to see, is the game gonna change? How much of it is going to change? Is it gonna be basically the same thing like every single time, or what is gonna happen? Like hell, we haven't even gone to Celestia yet. We haven't even gone up there above the entirety of Tibet to see what the hell is going on. We haven't even really just seen the Heavenly Principles wake up either. We haven't even heard anything about the Primordial One and so many other characters that we haven't seen, but we may have heard of, or we haven't seen or haven't heard of at all. We haven't even known who like the whole Sinners of Conran is. So there's like still plenty of stuff we don't effing know, but all the more reason to kind of be curious to see where the hell this goes. So obviously I'm excited, very much excited now for Natlan than I was. And definitely they did a very solid job of keeping the hype shit up though. Definitely when it comes down to it, just cannot wait. But that is essentially all I have to say for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on the way out. Also follow me on the socials and like to on this channel. Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, it's boy Jay, sign off. Have a say.